Good afternoon. Well, almost afternoon, October 9th. It's Thursday, October 9th. Almost afternoon. I'm back in the gym. Hey, Donna. Did a sound check. You can see me, you can hear me, which I am grateful for. This morning I had some static issues, so I had to do a equipment check, do a little test run before I came live with you all to make sure there was no static. You'll be on replay Friday and Saturday. Sounds good. I always see when people post in the comments that they showed up on replay. I get those alerts so I can see when you show up. Good job. You can see and hear me. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, this morning I had static with my team, and could have been a little something to do with the receiver. I could have had it close to my timing clock. Sometimes I know when you put electronics next to each other, it causes some issues. So I'm thinking that could have been what it was, but it sounds like I solved the issue because when I did my sound check, I didn't hear any static. So I'm just getting my wrist wraps on, my elbow sleeves. I will say one thing, I'm glad to be back in my gym in the studio here going live with you instead of in my kitchen. It felt really out of, I like being in the studio here for all my lives and my workouts and all my instruction and all the things I do, unless I'm talking about meal prep, which I did do yesterday with my team. But you know, if the subject matter revolves around the kitchen, then I do my lives in the kitchen. But hey, Maria. Maria just checked in. Hi, Maria. Glad to see you. Margaret's in the house. Good job. Good job showing up. So I'm really grateful to be back in the gym. I love it in here. I love being surrounded by my dumbbells. There's something to be said for that. So today's day 9. What we're going to do today, we're going to start right at high noon. It's 11:58. I remembered to bring my timer in the gym. I didn't have that with me this morning on our workout with our team, and so our rest periods were a hair too long. But today what we're going to do is 5 push-ups on the kitchen counter, and I'm going to do my push-ups off of the dumbbell rack here. Then we're going to rest for 30 seconds. Because these 5 push-ups that we're going to do on the kitchen counter, we're going to go slow. Slow. We're going to feel that weight. We're going to breathe in on the way down. We're going to blow out on the way up. And one thing I want to remind you of is when you're bracing your core, tightening your abdomen, tighten it, right? As if somebody's going to, push you in the gut, tighten it up. But what that does, of course, when you tighten your midsection is it keeps you in a neutral position, protecting your lower back. It's really, really important. A lot of people have lower back issues, and especially when they start learning how to do push-ups. And the more weight we do, as far as going from the wall, now we're going to the kitchen counter, you're going to feel that weight more. You may feel it on your back. So that's why it's really, really important to brace your core, and it makes your push more powerful. It makes your push more powerful. Rhonda's in the house. Rhonda's in the house. So we're going to start at high noon. The other thing, too, to remind you about the push-up is your head and your feet in alignment. There's my alarm. It's high noon. So we want your head and your heel in alignment. So check your line. And I think I mentioned this before, is if you want to do a video of yourself doing the push-up so that you can see that you're in good alignment. Videoing yourself doing exercises is one of the best things you can do to check your form. Just take a video of yourself doing your push-up, and then you'll know how your form is. So you want to have a straight line from your head to your heels. One thing you'll notice, some people, if you watch people do push-ups, their hips will drop. Their body will sway, and their hips are down here. You want to keep those hips up. Okay, you don't want to be swaying down. The other thing you're going to notice, the closer we get to the ground, is people lead with their head. They'll do the push-up and then they'll move their head like this, like their head's closer to the floor, but their body's not. You know what I mean? So you want to pay attention to that, because I've noticed, and I'm even guilty of it sometimes, especially when I get tired, is that the more weight I'm pushing up and down, in other words, on these incline push-ups we're doing, the more, you have to really keep your form in check and keep your head in alignment with the body, and not drop your head down to the floor. Okay, so you need to pay attention to that. Just keep your head in the movement with the body, and then keep your eyes kind of slightly forward, and that'll help you keep your head in alignment and maintain good posture and joint alignment. Hey, Maria, good to see you. Hi, Maggie. And I know I'm giving you guys a lot of tips. Hey, Betsy. I'm talking a lot about form, but because we're learning how to do push-ups together, Push-Ups 101, it all begins with form. That's the one thing, people don't pay enough attention to their form. They just go do it and wing it and whatever, And I'm all about, especially over 50, and learning how to exercise. I want to do it the right way, the efficient way, the safe way, the effective way. So that's what we're going to do. The last tip I want to give you is, remember to push through the palm of your hand, not your fingers. Use the palm of your hand to push. And when you're pushing, you're going to squeeze your chest at the top. When you're at the top, kind of squeeze that chest and feel it. Like I'm doing that right now. I've got my arms out like this and I'm squeezing my chest. I can feel my chest muscles flexing. That's how you want to be at the top of the push-up. That activates more fibers in your tricep and your chest. You're going to get a lot out of the push-up, okay? And what that does when you do this is you're helping to eliminate or reduce strain on your wrist. And I always wear wrist straps when I do push-ups. Well, most of the time. Now, I had an ear doctor appointment this morning, and I was really nervous. Am I going to be doing this in the parking lot of my doctor's office with you guys? But you know what? I got there early. He saw me early, and I got back home. So here we are. But I really thought, and then, of course, I didn't bring my wrist straps or anything with me. I was like, well, I'll just do it without them. But, here we go. Let's do our 5 push-ups on the kitchen counter. Get in your form. I'm going to be back on my toes here. All right. Here we go for 5. Breathe in on the way down. Blow out on the way up. Squeeze at the top. Here we go down again for 2. Nice and slow and easy. Push, push, tighten it up. Good job. This is 3. Push. Good. 4. Nice and tight. Push. Last one for 5. Breathe in. Blow out. Woo-wee. Yeah, let's do that 30-minute rest. I could use a 30-minute rest. I love slow movements with weights. I love slow movements with dumbbells and with body weight. It feels so good. Can you feel your strength? I can feel it in my chest when we were squeezing at the top. Ha, 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 over 60. Yeah, I'm 67. And I feel at 67 years old, I have never felt so good. I give all the credit to Bill Phillips for teaching me how to exercise. I tell you that. He taught me how to exercise. He taught me how to eat healthy. He taught me how to lock in my mindset and frickin' focus on my workouts and my healthy lifestyle and take care of myself. Yeah. And now my job and my passion is to pay it forward, which is what I'm doing today. All right, so everybody, let's do our last 5 on the wall. Remember, we got all month, 31 days. This is only day 9. So let's go to the wall. Okay, we did our 5 heavy reps. Now we're going to kind of back off the weight. We're going to go back to the wall, and we're going to do our last 5. Remember, roll those shoulders back, hands on the wall. I'm going to come back to my toes. Remember, you do you. You do you. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh. And 5. Ooh. For 10 push-ups. Whoo! We did a total of 10 push-ups today. Good job. Good job. Betsy, you're 67 too. Yeah. You know what? Doesn't it feel good? I love my age. I can't wait to be 70. I can't wait to be 80. I can't wait to be 90. I write that in my journal. I have that written in my journal. I'm so curious what my future, how my energy is going to be and how just my body, just everything. I'm just like so passionate about it and I'm so interested in it and I want to do everything I can today so that I can be like this tomorrow. And I know age, we're aging. We get older. I get it. Stuff's going to happen to us. I get it. I'm open to whatever comes my way, but I will say one thing. I'm ready for it, whatever it is, and I'll do my best with whatever it is, and I'll handle it the best way I know how, and I know I'm the strongest I've ever been in my life. So the only thing is you just kind of have to show up. Maria did her push-ups in the parking lot, but it's done. Maria, you get the prize today. And I was almost in the parking lot, but my doctor was on time. Team, both live and replay. Good job. Betsy said she's feeling blessed. Oh, aren't we? Yes, indeed we are. Blessed that we could get up this morning. Blessed that we're able-bodied. Blessed that we can dress ourselves, feed ourselves, take ourselves to the bathroom without help. Yes, blessed. Always go to your gratitude when you exercise, especially when it gets tough going, That last rep, that one rep that's really hard, go to your gratitude because I guarantee you your body can do that rep. Our talking heads, I talked about that one time. Your one side says, you can't do that. Oh, yes, I can. Watch me, right? So a lot of us, we always have that one last rep, that gas in the tank. So day 9 is done. Check it off. Each day we're going to add a little more to the challenge, right? So we're going to be at the countertop this week. So I will see you back tomorrow for day 10. I'm Kim Knapp, your coach here at the K Factor, Fitness and Health for Life, where I help you get what you want. And I'll see you back here tomorrow on Friday. See you Friday. Bye, everybody.